what I was hoping you could tell me is, do you remember what the shaded section stands for?
What's true?
Sure, that works, that's perfect. So the shaded section is any pair of points that makes the equation true. Now what we're gonna do today is, we're gonna have two sets of equations at the same time. So there's an example already drawn. I don't know how clear it came out on the printed one. Oh, that's actually not bad. You can definitely tell where each half is shaded. And then the darker section is going to be where both of them are shaded at the same time. Now what we're going to do, oh, what the heck happened there? Oh, that works. What we're going to do is we're going to label the section that has both shadings, we're going to label it S. And the only reason we're going to do that is to make it clearer, because sometimes when you try to shade two sections at the same time, it can look kind of messy. I don't know if I can switch this. Okay, this section is going to be our final answer. Every single point within this section is going to make both lines true. That's kind of our goal today. For Thursday and Friday, you were given one line and you would shade it, and the shaded stuff was all of the points that make the one thing true. Now we're just doing two at the same time. And our goal is going to be to find where the two shadings overlap each other. Now, if you need a refresher, the bottom half of the page has kind of like listed out instructions on how to do that. I mean, this is basically what we did. And so this equation and this equation, you do them completely separate. So this one, you graph 2x minus 6, make it dotted, and then you test 0, 0, and it ends up being false, which means you shade the other half that 0, 0 is not on. So the blue line is 2x minus 6, and since 0, 0 was false, we shaded over here, which is, I don't know, it's the blue. Negative 3x plus 4 is the red. Same thing, it's a dotted line, because it's greater than. Test 0, 0, and it's false again, which means you're going to shade the other half that 0, 0 is not on. And I don't know, on yours, what's that even look like? Oh, on yours it's even worse. Yours it all looks the same. Either way, this section is where both of them are shaded. And so we're just going to kind of put that letter there to recognize those are the solutions that make both of them true. That's what we're going to do. I have a feeling this isn't going to be much harder at all than what we were doing towards the end of the week. And I'm assuming it's going to go pretty good. Do you have a number you want to pick?
20.
20. What table is 20? 5? Oh, I was way up. I was over here. Okay, table 5. I was hoping you could tell me how to graph this one. We'll do that in red first, and then I'll try to shade nicely. So it's in slope-intercept form. How about the plus 2? What do I do with the plus 2? I do that first. I go up 2 and make a point. So that's the y-intercept. Now I've got a slope of 1/2. Do you remember how to do that?
Go up 1 and over 2.
Okay, up 1 and to the right 2. And I can repeat that if I want, going forwards and backwards. Ruth, do you remember how, if it's a dotted or a straight line? Straight, because there's a line underneath it. Okay? I shouldn't say straight line, because all lines are straight. Dotted or solid. Oh man, that's a bad line. Okay, now shading. Or do you want another table to do that part? Okay, I'm okay with that. Give me a number. Or pick a table that hasn't gone. So far, we've got 2 and 5.
5. Oh,
You just picked your own table again.
no, you said so far, oh.
2 and 5 have gone, yeah.
Really?
3, how do we shade? Okay, the most common one is 0, 0. It can be any number though. I don't want you guys to think that 0, 0 is the only possible choice. 0, 0 is just the most common. 0 less than or equal to 2, which, that's true. Okay? And so am I gonna shade above or below on this line? Are we just throwing that out there?
Oh, no, well.
Oh, we're just throwing that out there too?
No.
Gavin? How come we're shading below? Nothing. 0, 0 was true, and 0, 0 is below the line. Yeah, we're going with crayon. Crayon, I think, makes it look nicer. I'm not sure if it's gonna work better. We'll just try it. Okay, now, another table. 2, 3, and 5 have gone. Anybody at your table pick one? 6. You two. Can you tell me how to graph the other one? We'll do it in blue, I guess. I know it's Monday, but you guys are very silent today. Is this because you guys kind of forgot how to do this, or you just don't want to? That's the important thing for me. I need to know if it's because you forgot or just don't want to. You guys are very apathetic this morning. Like, just don't want to do anything. Posy, how do I graph that line? I can give you some help if you want to. Okay, so I'll cover up the X and Y individually, and they both are 1. All right, dotted line or solid? Okay, how come? Just cause, but that usually works sometimes. How come it's dotted? Was it Gavin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gavin, how come it's dotted?
Because, it's just more than.
Okay. The symbol does not have a line underneath it. So if there's a line underneath it, like that one, it'll be solid. Okay, so I've got my dotted lines. Now I'm gonna shade. And this is false. So I need to shade the half that 0, 0 is not on, the other half. Okay, so that means it's gonna be over here. Okay, Fonzie, do you want to pick a table or a specific person to come and write where the capital S would be drawn? 16. Gigi,
What?
aren't you 16?
Yes, but
Yeah. Yes, but no. Like, no as in not sure where to write, what the answer is?
Yeah.
Okay. Or just terrified to come up with one, which is also acceptable.
No.
Do you want to just tell me what to do for the answer?
Beats me.
Do you want some help from your table?
Yep.
Where would I write the S that is the answers to both equations?
Or the purple and the blue.
Purple. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, does it look purple for you guys back there at all?
Yeah. Or the blue and the red are together.
it's supposed to be purplish, but cause I thought they would like mesh and blend, but correct, it's where they overlap. This is where answers for both sections would be. You're basically always going to be looking for where they overlap. Every one of these questions, you're just gonna be looking where they overlap. And then on the test, this is kind of the answer I'm looking for. If it was a multiple choice test, what they usually do is they usually only have, can I do this? Oh yeah, it'll work. So, I mean, pretend this is the ACT, because everything's multiple choice there. That would be the answer they have on the ACT, if it was a multiple choice. They would probably have 4 possible choices. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then you just have to say which one has the answers for both equations. I'm not sure if we'll call this an advanced question, just to see if anybody maybe knows. If I give you this ahead of time, and I say, is this the correct section for both equations? Can anybody think of a way you could check if this is the correct section for both equations without actually drawing, without actually graphing on your own?
Plugging 2 points from there into both equations.
Okay, yeah, you kind of could pick a random spot from this section. So like, whoa, that was the eraser. You could pick the point 5, 0 and plug it into both equations, and if it makes both of them true, then that would be the correct section. If nothing, that's one way you can check your work. Why don't you guys try this one on your own? Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Table 7. How about, did you guys get this done yet? No. How about you guys trying to finish up this question, check with each other if you have the same answers type thing, and come up and graph it when you're done. You guys look so awake and so happy to like participate. Don't you guys like, I was gonna say drink coffee, but like, don't you drink an energy drink or have breakfast or something like to wake up? You need to. Did the door just shut? So do we have the same lines as each other, just not the same shading?
From the looks of it, we do not have the same line.
Okay. How about I'll put the lines up there. So what do we got? We have y minus 2x less than 4. So I'm going to put a dot at y-intercept of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the x-intercept would be negative 2. So I have a line right there. Shoot, it's dotted. How do I make a dotted line? Okay, so there's one line. The other equation is a y-intercept of 1 and a slope of negative 1 and a solid line. So that one, wait, is that right? No, I'm missing. Oh, I missed the start point. Okay, here's the 2 correct lines. Does that help? I would say the first equation is probably the tougher one of the 2 to graph because you have to do standard form. Do we have the shading down at least? You guys have disagreements about the shading too?
We just haven't shaded yet.
Drew, you haven't participated yet. You're listening to your music so much that you're not even like paying attention to what's going on. Did you shade yours yet?
No.
Okay. Nyla? Do we remember how to shade? Yes. Should I put your group in charge of shading one line and then somebody else in charge of another? Oh my goodness. What happened between Friday and today? It got nice out, so everybody just like brain shut off. Simon, we're looking to you to save table 7. They need some rescuing. Do you think you could shade this first one over here? Y minus 2x less than 4.
Sure.
Okay, excellent. I'm putting you in charge of it. Who hasn't gone? Table 9 is not gone. Actually, table 8 isn't either, have you? Andy? You're not going to be the person to rescue them? Uh-oh. How come? Don't want to or don't know how to?
No, I know how to, I know to.
Oh. I guess that's your right. Kind of a strange choice, but okay. Do you think you could tell us how to shade the second one? You don't even have to go up there. Just tell us how to shade it.
I don't use the points, I just use the tricky tunnels.
Oh, got you. How do you do it on the first one then when it's,
You just use the arrow things.
oh, okay. So the quick method only works on some of these. If the y is positive, the quick method still works. But otherwise, if this would have said x minus y, it would actually be backwards. And as long as you know how to do the quick way, it's fine. But just, so like page 38, some of those, did you have some of those backwards?
Yeah.
Yes. That would have been why. Hi. Hi. You don't look excited to be in school. We got a good week coming up here. It's test week. You guys should be happy, that means mints and gum are coming. Okay, so what did you do for that second one, which would have been correct?
For the second one,
Yep,
I just shaded, I shaded above it.
okay, you shaded above because it says greater than. Perfect. If you do 0, 0, this would be false. So 0, 0 is false. That means I shade the other half, which on this one is above. First one. Simon, what'd you get for the first one?
You shade below.
Okay, how come?
Because
There's lots of different ways you can figure out which way to shade, I just,
0, 0.
okay. 0, 0 was true, so that means I'm gonna shade this half of the dotted one. I don't know what to do with you guys today. You've forgotten how to do everything. It wasn't somebody that hasn't done it. Leon, where would I put the big S?
Top right, where the.
Sure, that's a good way to describe it. If you're really good, try making the Superman symbol because it just fits so nicely. Is that the Superman symbol? Nobody knows?
This is the S I thought.
I think it's like a fancy S, but I can't remember what.
I think it was because you said it was supposed to represent the river or something. I don't know. It's been a long time since I.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to think, I felt like it stood for hope or something, I don't know. It's like a word in crypto. I think we'll go with the Superman S. Okay, I don't think anything else we do today is going to help more. Why don't you guys do page 41, just 41, 5 problems. I think for some of you, maybe that will take quite a while. Others of you might be done right away. You showing me page 41? Oh, you guys just did it while we were.
No, 34, 35.